Welcome back to some morning wisdom. And today we are in Proverbs 8. And I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite Proverbs overall, Colton. The whole chapter is one of my favorite. You can go back. I did a video, I guess it's some time ago on Proverbs 8. And in that one, we talked about putting yourself in the picture. It's a lot of times easy to read scripture and say, I believe that for David. I believe that for Solomon. I believe that for Colton. But I have a hard time believing that for me. And what we did in that Proverbs 8 was I'd kind of just taken the way it was written, but I put myself in the picture, in the scripture. And anyway, the promises in the word is for you. All the promises, we read it, we listened to it earlier, right? His promises are yes and amen. And that is for you too, if you are in Jesus. So Colton is going to read Proverbs 8, 10 through, I forget what it was, 21. Okay, kick us off, Colton.
Choose instructions instead of silver, knowledge rather than choose silver. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing desire can compare with her. Wisdom dwell together with
Where's that? Prudence.
I possess knowledge and
Discretion. That's a tough one.
To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior, and preserved speech. Counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have insight. I have power by my king's reign.
By me, king's reign. Go for it. Yeah, no, go. That's good.
By me, king's reign, and
rulers issue decrees. Come on.
That are just. By my princes govern, and nobles all who rule on earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek and find me. With me are righteousness and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity.
Prosperity, yeah.
Prosperity. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the ways of righteousness, along the paths of justice, bestowing a rich inheritance on those who love me, and making their treasuries full.
Yeah, treasuries full. It says, by me, kings reign, by me, governors rule and make decrees. And when you read verse 10 through 11, it talks about choose me over wisdom, or choose wisdom over silver and gold. I can't even talk, Colton. We are told to choose wisdom over silver and gold and the most precious jewels. So in one hand, we have godly wisdom. And in the other hand, we have all these worldly riches. So which do you choose? And here in Proverbs, Solomon, right here in chapter 8, he says the choice is wisdom all day long, every day, all day, every day. But why? Why is kind of the question we want to look at. Why is wisdom the choice? If I have a choice between owning Fort Knox and all the wisdom, why should I choose wisdom? If I got a choice between owning all the Bitcoins, every one of them, all the Bitcoins are mine, and wisdom, why choose wisdom? Well, Colton just read it out right there. The rest of the chapter lays it out. What you get when you fall in love with wisdom. When you fall in love with Lady Wisdom, when you seek and search for wisdom, when the desire of your heart is for wisdom instead of temporary allure of worldly wealth. Here's a list according to Proverbs 8. Colton just read it, but here's the list. So you get prudence, you got knowledge, you got discretion and discernment, you get counsel, you get sound judgment, you get insight, and you get power. The same wisdom that kings use to reign, the same wisdom that rulers use to make decrees, that princes use to govern, and nobles use to rule the earth. It's leadership ability, leading on the correct path of righteousness and justice. It's a rich inheritance. You will find life and you will receive favor from the Lord. Now that's good stuff right there. That's why you choose wisdom. That's why you choose wisdom. That's a pretty awesome list of benefits. And the last part of chapter 8, Lady Wisdom lays out her resume saying, look, from the very beginning, I was the very first of the works created. And I, Lady Wisdom, was there at creation. So my resume is pretty good. I have a long running history. So trust and buy into fully what I'm saying is what Lady Wisdom is saying right there. I was doing this leadership training the other day with a company, and we were discussing the difference between growth and change. And we talked about that there is a difference. And we talked about, is there a difference, or are they one and the same? Growth and change, are they one and the same? And what we came away with is one, change is inevitable, right? Change is inevitable. We're seeing that right now. The world we live in is constantly expressing and expanding. So change is going to happen. Growth, on the other hand, is not automatic. We have to make the choice to grow. Growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow will be better. And if you aren't growing today, then you are today all you will ever be. I remember doing math homework with Colton when he was in the second grade. And I can remember thinking, man, they are learning in the second grade the math I remember learning in high school. And why that was so important is because that the world is constantly changing. And if you're not growing, you're not only standing still, you're getting left behind, right? So we may be forced to change, but that doesn't mean we grow. When we grow, change actually becomes a byproduct. And really, when we're talking about, that's what Solomon is kind of talking about right here. Wisdom and wealth can be looked at in a slightly similar way. What Solomon is saying in the Proverbs 8 is if you choose worldly wealth, it does not necessarily mean you will gain wisdom. And if you lack wisdom, your wealth will most likely develop some wings and fly right off. But wisdom, on the other hand, says all of that other stuff is just a byproduct of gaining wisdom. So when we've got a choice, the choice should be simple. Choose wisdom, seek wisdom. And we're going to end with this. We're going to end with Proverbs 8:34 from the Passion Translation. And Colton's going to read this right here, right there, Colton. Proverbs 8:34 in the Passion Translation.
If you wait at wisdom's doorway, longing to hear a word every day, joy will break forth within you as you listen for what I'll say.
Wisdom says, sit at my doorway every day, longing to hear a word. Hey, I hope you guys have a great day and God bless. Look forward to seeing you on the next Morning Wisdom. Would love to hear some comments or feedback. If there's one thing that stood out to you in Proverbs 8 or something in this video, make sure to comment below. And if there's something you got for Colton, I'll pass that along for him. He also says he's got a YouTube channel. What's the YouTube channel, Colton?
Coltio3.
Coltio3. What do you do on that YouTube channel?
Crazy things.
Okay, crazy things. So, hey, we hope you guys have a great day and God bless.